Right, Cam, how are you, brother?
Good, mate. Thanks for seeing me on the, during these times.
Right, so I have to ask though, who did this haircut?
Why first? Why do you want to ask?
I have noticed with my experience that a bit of a home job's happened here.
Yeah.
Home job?
Yeah,
So
I
no
loved
professional.
a loved one did it.
A loved one?
A very loved one did it.
When you say a loved one, did the missus do it?
Yeah, the missus
Yeah.
did it.
The usual fill-in barber or the substitute barber?
Yeah, the quarantine cut we call it.
Yep, so I'm probably going to have to let you know, and apologies to your missus in advance, but probably going to have to let her go. And fire it. No more haircuts.
That's cool.
Netflix, The Last Dance. Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. Yeah. I've been tuning in every Monday. Yesterday was the first time I missed it, so I'm keen on it tonight. But loving it. I grew up in the 90s, pretty old, and I watched those guys growing up.
What year are you?
I'm 89.
89.
Yeah. So it's been awesome to watch.
Growing up as a young'un and getting into basketball, who was the inspiration?
Definitely Michael Jordan. That's why it's been so good to watch. Lucky enough to have YouTube nowadays. You just type his name in and you can be stuck on there for hours. But back in the day, it was pretty tough to kind of get your media and being able to watch it. So I had a few videos that I just had stuck in the VCR and never took out. Bulls 96, 97 season. I can recite it from start to finish. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
If you watch it, you realise he was a competitive nut in everything he done. But like you said, everyone's kind of tuning into it. It's got so many views worldwide. Even you're a basketball fan, even people that aren't basketball fans are watching it and finding something they like about it. And for me, obviously, it's the best thing ever. I think I tweeted 3 months ago, can't wait for this to come out because as soon as I heard about it, I just was on the edge of my seat.
When you were a young'un, did you always know that you wanted to be a professional basketball player?
I didn't. I just loved playing it. A lot of kids riding their bikes or doing whatever. My pleasure came from just shooting hoops in the front yard. So I just put a lot of effort in it, not knowing I was putting effort in because it was just fun to me. So when I got older and decided to take it more seriously and stuff, and it just kind of came naturally to me. And I'm lucky enough that it is my job. It's a pretty good job to have.
If you could sum up best day, best thing that's happened this year, what would it be?
Wow, that's tough. I don't know if I've got an answer for you this year, but the best thing that happened to me within the year, is the wife and I had our first child. So that's been the best thing for sure. We had a baby girl. Her name's Penny, and we tried for so long. We've been together about 12, 13 years now. We tried for about 5 or 6 and finally happened. So in September, so that's the best thing this past year for sure. If there's one positive from everything we're going through right now, is just being able to stay home and get that time with her that I'll probably never get again.
If you could switch lives with someone for a day, who would it be and why? And you can say me if you want to.
Okay. If you weren't an option, you know who I really like and admire is Ricky Gervais, the comedian.
Have you seen his new show, Humanity?
Yes, yeah. So I've watched all his stuff apart from the latest season of Afterlife, but I reckon to stand up in front of a crowd and be able to make them laugh. And he's got that thing about him where he doesn't care really. He'll say what everyone doesn't. Yeah, he's not gonna. If he offends someone, that's their problem.
I think that's a great answer.
Yeah, and it's a great. I think it'd be a fun life to have for a while.
Previous to the Bullets, you played for the Cairns.
Yeah.
That would have been a lifestyle up there.
Yeah, it was. I had a great time there. Kicked off my NBL career, and the wife and I lived together for the first time there, which was great. I'm looking hotter already, mate.
Yeah.
Walked in a 10 though. We'll walk out of 10, no matter what you do.
What would be one of your most memorable games, best games you played? Why?
Yeah, I think basketball's a team game, so I'd go for probably the Commonwealth Games gold medal match on the Gold Coast, or the gold medal match in Lebanon.
Who was that against?
Canada. And in Lebanon, we played our first Asia Cup as a country, and we beat Iran in the gold medal match. So, been lucky enough to win a couple gold medals, and I think those games are the ones that stick with you for a while.
So I can ask you a question. question, Cam.
Yeah.
So what's the background of the screensaver at the phone?
It'd be Penny.
Penny?
I think it's Penny doing a little smile. Yeah. Good to look at.
So you went to number 2. This is what's number 2.
Definitely. 100%. We can be honest here. We're in the barbershop.
When you text the wife or your friends, what is one of your most common emojis?
Oh, that's a good one. Probably the shaka.
The shaka?
Or the eggplant. Yeah.
I hope that's to the wife, not the friends.
Oh, good one.
Is that because you enjoy cooking?
Yeah.
You love cooking?
Vegetarian.
Yep.
Nah, the missus is vegetarian, so
Okay.
I've had to eat vegetarian.
Yep.
An eggplant, just happens to be in the fridge here.
Okay, nice. I won't give any more grief to your wife, but what was the worst haircut you've ever had?
Oh man, good memories here.
Let's not say this one.
So back in the day, I used to just grow the meanest loaf you could imagine, and I didn't like going to the barber because I don't know, just didn't like to sit in the chair for 40 minutes with a stranger, you know,
Yep.
a bit shy. One of my good mates growing up, Trent Worthington, he was a bit fashion forward, you know, so he used to just cut whatever hairstyle was the latest into my hair, just the biggest home job you could ever imagine.
Really?
And I'm sure if I look back on some photos, they would probably be my worst. No offense, Trent, you did the best with what you had.
Besides this haircut, what is one thing you can't live without?
Oh, jeez. That's a tough one. Yeah, well, Penny and the wife, but I was thinking more an object, you know? Like if I'm on,
Can't live without.
trying to think if I'm on an island and I'm going to die there, what's something I want there? I've had a back injury in the past. Had back surgery a couple of years ago.
Yep.
The boys love when I bring it up at training. And I bought a recliner.
You can't live without it.
Can't live without a recliner. Does wonders for you.
Yeah. So is there any quotes that you live by?
It's pressure is a privilege. Have you ever heard that one, Fraser?
Pressure is a privilege. Oh.
So it means, you know, you're going to go through life as a basketball player in a lot of tough situations in front of a lot of people. You get to play in front of a lot of people, be in the moment, clutch moment, and not a lot of people get to do that, you know.
Yeah.
So you should take it as a privilege rather than fold to your knees in nerves and anxiety. You should rise above it and enjoy it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
So we both have a bit of a hobby for Netflix and movies. What would be one of your favourite movies of all time?
Yeah, when I say it, you're going to go, what? And that doesn't deserve to be a top movie. But when I was growing up, I loved the game Mortal Kombat
Yep.
on Sega and Super Nintendo.
Yep.
So when the movie came out,
It was awesome.
I was into
I'm
it.
not
It's horrible in terms of graphics and quality.
I actually rewatched that about a year ago.
Yeah.
The quality of it is so poor.
So poor. But I can quote, like Bulls 96-97 season, I can quote Mortal Kombat from start to finish.
Really?
So that means probably to me, it's my favourite movie.
Childhood memory.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a great movie, but it's the one I enjoyed the most by far.
Good.
That's money, mate. And in the time you did it too.
But thanks for your time, Cam. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks for here and have a good chat. We'll catch up and see you next time, mate.
Thanks for having me in, Fraser. Appreciate it.